Welcome to the ParcelPedia podcast, the ultimate guide to all things shipping and business services in Frisco, Texas. From U.S. Mail and FedEx to private mailboxes and packing supplies, we've got you covered. Stay tuned for a special discount code to save on your next order. And now, delivering expert tips and insider insights with a smile, here's your host, James Banks, owner of ParcelPedia.
Ever wonder if you can drop off your Amazon returns at ParcelPedia? You're not alone. This is one of the most common questions we get. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host / producer, back in the studio with owner of ParcelPedia, James Banks. James, how's it going today?
Hey, Sophia, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing well too, James, and that's great to hear.
Awesome.
So, we've all gotten items from Amazon that we want to return. Can you tell us, does ParcelPedia allow Amazon drop-offs?
Yes, 100% we do. So anytime you get an Amazon return, it's typically one of a few ways. One can be a self-return where, you have to apply your own postage, which we're a great place to come for that because you can, of course, see all your options to ship it back and probably pick the most economical one. But also for the Amazon free returns, they typically give you a few options. I know Whole Foods is one, Kohl's is one, and then you have the UPS stores or UPS drop off as an option. Those two are also free returns, and I recommend them because they give you a lot more availability. Not everyone has a Whole Foods around them or Kohl's, but typically, you have a shipping store next to you. So since we do obviously take UPS, you can do that with us. So all you need to do is bring your item and bring the code. Normally it's a QR code that they give you, and we take care of the rest. They do have certain instructions depending on your return, but we can always tell that based off your code. So again, we can help you with that. If you're missing packaging or things of that nature, we can supplement for you. But yeah, 100%, we can take your Amazon drop-offs. And even for our clientele who are not so tech savvy, if you haven't even initiated your return, we will help you through that process. Like we will do it all through the app for you and kind of show you how. That way in the future, you can learn it on your own as well. But you don't have to feel, pressure to have everything ready to go when you get here. I know sometimes at certain establishments, post office, they get upset when you are not ready to go at the counter, which we're not going to do that to you. We'll take our time with you, make sure everything's perfect. But again, you can bring it ready to go. You can bring it, you haven't even initiated the return yet. You could have just got the package and said, I don't want it. Just come by ParcelPedia and we'll do everything for you. We'll initiate the return. We'll get the code downloaded, printed out on your box and shipped off.
Wow, that's awesome to hear, James. Now, is there a cost associated with Amazon drop-offs at ParcelPedia?
This is my favorite part of it. So for, I would say 90% of the Amazon returns that we do accept and take, there's absolutely zero cost associated with the customer. Again, they just bring us what they need to return and we take care of the rest. So you don't even have to have a printout of your code. As long as you have that code on your mobile device, or if you did have a printout, that works as well. But we can get it from your device to print out physically if we need and get it handled for you. So the only times, again, that's like a small 10%, what I've seen is if Amazon directly asks that you pack your item and you have, either destroyed the box it came in or it's just in bad shape. But if it's a baggie and you ripped it open, we have tape. We'll seal that thing back up. That way you don't have to worry about buying new material, and it keeps less plastic waste out there in the world. We can always do a better job ecologically trying to keep things nice and clean and reuse things. So if you have your bag that it came in, even if you were so excited, you ripped it wide open, we'll find a way to get it back in there and seal it up so that we don't have to add more plastic to the universe.
So, if I hear what you're saying correctly, James, what you're saying is code is the buzzword or the magic word.
Yes. So normally, sometimes they will send you an entire shipping label, which is just as fine. That's like any other shipment we take here. But more often than not, they will provide you a QR code. That's all you have to bring to us. So obviously the item you need to return, but also the QR code, whether it's printed out or on your phone, tablet, however you have it. Even if you didn't, I forgot my phone at home. We have a customer computer. You can get on there real quick, log in, email it over to us, and we'll take care of it. So we find ways to make it work. That way you don't have to take another trip back home and come back. So if you have that QR code that Amazon provides, and even if you don't, even if you're just halfway through the process, you're like, I'm not sure where to go from here, we'll help you out and we'll explain every step of the way.
So, James, I know you always have some great client stories to share. Can you share a great client story that has to do with Amazon drop-offs for our listeners
Uh,
today?
yes, I do. So I had a customer that had a very large item, and it needed to be returned. And so they came, and it was very similar to how I just explained it. They had just started the process on their phone, but they didn't finalize it. And so I'm helping them get through the steps, and I realized, like, oh, this is a third-party seller on Amazon. And so typically with those returns, you as the consumer are responsible for the shipment and the payment. And so I was just kind of, inquiring like, oh, what happened? And they're like, oh, this was nothing like what I ordered. It was completely different. I can't use it. And now it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to send back. So I said, you know what? Let's do this. I helped them on their phone. We reached out to Amazon customer service, explained what happened, that it wasn't a matter of we don't like it or it doesn't fit. It's just completely different, kind of false advertisement. And Amazon acted, got that seller to produce a shipping label and send it to the customer all within maybe 10-15 minutes. So she didn't have to leave the store. We did it all in one time. So then that shipping for her was paid for by the seller as rightfully should be. And yeah, she was very ecstatic because it went from, I think it was almost $100 of shipping and items she doesn't even want, to a free return. So we will always try to do our best, go above and beyond. I'll get on the phone and fight Amazon for you if I have to, just to make you happy. So
Wow, James, it sounds like you have some secret contacts at Amazon. Is that right?
no, not quite, not quite. I think just over the years, I've learned the customer service jargon to get to the right people to get things moving.
Understood. Now, what is the difference between a UPS QR code and Kohl's or Whole Foods drop-offs?
Thank you for asking that question because we get that a lot. Because Kohl's and Whole Foods, they also provide QR codes. So definitely for someone who's not used to dealing with QR codes or it's the first time doing a return, it can be very confusing. The good thing is that if you do have a Kohl's or a Whole Foods QR code, if you have access to the Amazon app or just your profile on Amazon, we can convert them. We can get them back to a UPS one. That way you don't have to get back in your car and get on your maps and find a Kohl's or a Whole Foods near you. We can convert them back to a UPS code so that we can just leave it with us and you don't have to do anything else. But that is the biggest difference, is that they would require you then to go to either a Whole Foods or a Kohl's, and which I know, especially in this Frisco area, there's a Kohl's pretty nearby, but Whole Foods, it's a little bit of a hike. So we try to do that for customers to keep them from adding mileage on their vehicles.
Wow. Well, thanks for sharing that valuable information with us today, James. We'll catch you on your next episode. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thank you, Sophia. You too.
Thanks for joining us on the ParcelPedia podcast. Don't forget, mention podcast at our store to snag 10% off select shipping services. Stop by at 8992 Preston Road, Suite 110, Frisco, Texas, or give us a ring at 972-335-1450. We're here to make your shipping a breeze. Until next time, keep shipping and smiling.